Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss all the possible jobs availability for newcomers in Denmark. We will discuss all the options which are available to all of the newcomers coming to Denmark, including doctors. As you know, I am a doctor, so my basic focus is on discussion about the doctor's job. But these jobs we are going to discuss are basically for all of the newcomers. These are very easily attainable job requiring no special skills or experience. You just need to apply and you will get it within few months. So if you are planning to come to Denmark, this video is going to be very beneficial for you. So let's watch my session with Dr. Aisha. Yeah,
Mhm.
welcome, Dr. Aisha. First of all, I need you to introduce yourself to viewers.
Yes, thank you. And thank you for inviting me to
Hmm.
your channel. And
Yeah.
I am Dr. Ayesha, and I am working oncologist in Denmark. I'm not oncologist, but I have just started my specialization in oncology department in Denmark. And I'm a graduated doctor from Pakistan, and I became graduated doctor in 2014.
Okay, nice.
And I came to Denmark around, it was in 2019.
Okay. It is a player that you gave us time because we were looking for such doctors who have completed this process, and we were thinking that it is really possible or not, because we cannot find such doctors. So people are very hopeless that are the Pakistani doctor there or not.
Totally understand that. I totally
Hmm.
understand that. When I came to Denmark, before I came to Denmark, it was about 1 month before that I was dreaming of that I'm sleeping on streets in Denmark
Hmm.
because I didn't have any idea. But and I also got questions on my channel, and
Hmm.
all are asking about the job opportunities in
Yeah.
Denmark. All are asking, it is possible. Is it possible to work as a doctor? And is it possible to learn Danish language?
Hmm.
So there are many different questions,
Hmm.
and but we can talk about the job opportunities in
Yeah.
Denmark. I think people they want to know.
Yeah.
This is the most important topic because if they know they have some opportunities, then they will apply for a residence permit or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Because for survival, you need money and job.
In my opinion, it's not only for survival. The survival period is just before you have gotten your authorization.
Hmm.
But after you have gotten your authorization, so it's more about your development, more about your specialization, more about your career. So
Hmm.
it's not only that
But
we have to
but
live.
you need money to live somewhere, especially in Denmark, which is very expensive.
That I totally understand, and I think I also made a video. I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday, and it was about it was a great step from the government that they have allowed doctors who are coming under authorization visa that they do not require a work permit. It was a big problem. It was a big problem. I have
Yeah.
seen many people.
So it's very hopeful for all of us, for all the non-Denmark doctors.
It's
Very big
hopeful.
hope.
Yeah, I I agree that it is hopeful, and I agree that this is a sign towards that they need doctors
Hmm.
because that's why they are making rules flexible.
Yeah.
But the problem is, I can also see a risk, a potential risk in this because
How?
when you are living in Denmark, so you have to, as you are saying, we need money, yes.
Hmm.
But when you get permission to work without seeking for a work permit, it could be a problem because it will become very easy to get a job. It can be different kind of job that we'll talk about, but it will be easier, and then it can be a distraction for
Yeah.
your language,
Yeah.
right? So
Your
you are just
career become
I'm
more
earning good
challenging.
money,
Yeah.
so
Hmm.
yeah, but you have to be focused. You
I
have
agree.
to work, yeah, for a number of hours that are necessary,
Yeah.
not because you are earning money. You have to keep focus on your long-term goals, in my opinion.
Yes, you are right. You are right.
Mm.
So, first of all, the first important question the people ask that are they allowed to do physician assistant job, doctor assistant job? This is the main catching point through which over doctors are coming here.
It's a good question. And I also had the same question when I was at this stage. If you are allowed,
Hmm.
it's like the Danish language is a requirement. So it's a must. You cannot work anywhere in the health sector without speaking Danish language, right?
Hmm.
So if let's now see if you have learned language and you have passed three modules and you speak good Danish, you can get jobs maybe in the clinic of general physicians. And when I passed my the fourth module, then I had my job in general physician in the clinic of a general physician, but it was not like as a clinical assistant. It was like a clinical assistant. It was not like a doctor, and where I took blood samples and where I
Like
have
a
to
phlebotomist or
different. It's just like the paraclinical things I had to do. But
paramedics.
with the passage of time, paramedics, yes. But with the passage of time, it was about after 1 month, then I got consultations. But the problem is they do not pay you in the way
Hmm.
they should, so they are just like misusing you. But in my opinion, the problem was we did not have work permit,
Hmm.
and when we had to find a job, then we had to ask our employer, we need a work permit, and they were like, no, you cannot. So
Exactly.
that was a problem. But you can work, yeah, you can work as a clinical assistant if you speak good Danish and if you have some skills. And I think many doctors they can take blood samples, they
Hmm.
can take ECGs and many
Yeah.
other things that
Yeah.
we used to do in our house job period, right?
So this, when we get this type of job, this is only possible after language.
This is only possible after language. There is no clinic, no hospital who is offering you a job if you cannot Danish. Even
So
the
this
client.
option is crossed
Mhm.
while learning language. You cannot do a clinical assistant job.
You can do a practical. It's like you will not get paid,
Yeah, you can
and
do volunteer job.
yes,
Volunteer job is always available for
but
everyone.
I did it for 9 months.
Hmm.
So it's a benefit because you get used to the hospital. You get used to everything in the hospital, and you get experience, and then you get it on your CV when you are applying for the first house job. So it will
Yeah,
help you. Mhm.
yeah.
But paid job in hospital as a clinical assistant or something like that, it's not possible without
Is
Danish.
it's out of the way while learning language.
Because I would very much like to inform people about don't seek for shortcuts. There is no
Yeah.
shortcut.
Hmm.
There is no shortcut. This is the problem. Don't be distracted. There are some people who have done two modules of language and they're thinking, oh, it's very, we cannot learn. It is very difficult. And then they will maybe apply for IELTS, OET, PLAB. It was easier. When you have decided to learn language, keep focused. This is the main thing. You will learn
Hmm.
language, you will get job, but don't seek for some shortcuts. There are no shortcuts,
So I think
unfortunately.
in today's session we will discuss jobs or type of job we can do while learning language. So if a clinical assistant job is out of question now without language, so what other option doctors have while learning language they can do?
Um, okay, it depends upon if you are male or female or from which country you belong, because
Hmm.
there are some cultural differences too, right?
Hmm.
But I would say if it is a male doctor,
Hmm.
we are talking about. So it's like you have just started to learn language, you cannot Danish, so you can work. It's odd jobs. The most easy job to get is Bolt
Hmm.
that we know,
It's a
and
food
it can
delivery
be.
job.
It's a food delivery job, right?
Yeah.
And in my opinion, actually, it's good. And why?
Hmm.
Because it's flexible. You can
Hmm.
learn language, you use your time on learning language and you are getting
Hmm.
bored and then you go to work. You are
Hmm.
not bound to do work, right?
Hmm.
It can be one option, and another can be some warehouses that
Hmm.
actually have many employees that speak only Danish, who speak
Hmm.
only Danish. So it can be like one company I know, it's namely.com. I know little bit about that. So there are many English speaking workers there. So it can be
Okay.
some
It would be better if we
warehouse.
share the link in the description later on.
Yeah, we can. Yes, we can,
Hmm.
sure. And then when you have done your 2 or 3 modules, I would
Hmm.
suggest that you should find a job in Playem. In Playem, it's the older people house,
Hmm.
and it will be beneficial for you too.
Hmm.
And now, in my opinion, again, it's very easy. It's a blessing that you do not have to apply for work permit. And now you can apply for a job. I got offered a job in Playa in the older people residence. Then, but I went to the job someday, the interview, but they said, "Oh no, you do not
We,
have a work permit,"
hmm.
and I
We
got refused.
cannot give
Right?
you work permit. Yeah.
Yeah, they cannot give you, or they are feeling unsafe, or they have to use many
Hmm.
resources like that, right?
S-
But I would suggest if you can learn language, learn it, and then after 2 or 3 modules, apply for a job in those places where there are Danish people.
Hmm.
So it will also help you to speak Danish.
So this
Mm,
was the three options: Volt
mm,
and warehouse job and Pliam's jobs.
yes.
So, and this
Hmm.
is
But
only for
restaurants can
male
also,
males. This
but
was options for
yeah, but
male doctors.
restaurants, it was,
Yeah, restaurants, kitchen
yeah,
assistant job or
restaurants.
waitress job.
It's also, mm.
Hmm.
And for female doctors, what can I say? I didn't do any job while
Okay.
I was learning language.
For
So my husband,
example,
he was working. Yeah,
if a lone female lady comes, and what option for them?
I think it's the options are same. I
The
would say
same.
there are many female that are working in the same places that I just named.
And
So options are same.
yeah, and I want to make it clear that in the warehouse jobs, they are very hectic jobs and they are not easy job. I have get reviews from some people. They said that you are not even you cannot find time to drink water or to go to washroom. So doing a warehouse job is a really hard thing, I
I
must say.
totally understand this. I totally understand this, but this here comes the difference, cultural differences, traditional
Yeah,
differences. Because in these countries, we cannot distinguish you are male or you are a female. You
yeah,
should get
exactly.
rest because you are female.
Hmm.
I agree, totally agree what you are saying. But
Hmm.
for a female, so maybe it's better if
Hmm.
you are doing some in restaurant, in a cafe, or
Hmm.
something like that. That could be a little better, I think. And yeah, it is hectic
So,
job. In the warehouses, it's a very hectic job. It's not for females. It can be for them who are very strong
mm,
physically, but not for all.
but in Denmark, females, even the Danish females, they are working like males. There is no difference
That's why
between
I'm
them.
saying.
But
So this
for
is not the
our
explanation.
women, it looks difficult for them.
It looks almost practically
Yeah,
impossible.
impossible. Yeah,
Hmm.
and especially if you are a female doctor.
Yeah, and you are not used to work in
Yeah,
any odd jobs, right?
yeah,
So yeah, there are, and that's why I am again stressing that the most important thing, you have to focus on your language. Learn it as soon as possible. This
hmm,
is the only way you get good job. This is the only way you can develop, and otherwise you will be distracted.
yeah. And I'm asking about a female. If she comes and she's a single mother, I think it
Mm.
would be very challenging for her. But if she focuses on her future, that what she is earning in the future for her children, then it will be worth for her. What do you say?
totally agree. But I would not suggest for a single mother to come with a child.
Hmm.
And that's why we are making these videos, because the people, they should get prepared before they come to another country, before they come to
Hmm.
Denmark, because they should know what are the difficulties, what
Hmm.
are the challenges they are going to face. So that's why I would not suggest that anyone, a single mother with children, should move to Denmark, where she cannot do any job before
But
learning language.
situation with this situation, even though they cannot go to America or UK, there is challenges everywhere for them, for those type of females.
And so yeah, I understand that there are challenges, there are,
Hmm.
but they should know what's going to happen. What are
Hmm.
the possibilities? How we are going to earn money? How we are going to feed our children, my children? Uh, so they should know before
Yeah,
they are moving,
yeah.
because it's not like it's like a crisis
If a
when
male
they
doctor do a job and he can survive easily with one person job,
he can.
he
Yes,
is
they can.
alone
They
if
can
he is
survive
alone. Yeah.
perfectly. My two colleagues, they are very intelligent doctors, and they are
Hmm.
from King Edward Medical
Hmm.
College, both of
Hmm.
them, and it's a renowned hospital, right, or
Yeah.
university,
Yeah.
medical
Top merit
university, and
hospital in Pakistan.
in Pakistan. But they did odd jobs.
Yeah.
They did odd jobs, but they
Hmm.
had their families, and they passed language very rapidly because they were focused. And I think I did it because I had good colleagues.
Hmm.
We did it together.
Hmm. This is the tip for learning, that we should do it in groups, study groups, or like Zoom
You
meeting.
can just find a partner
Yeah.
where there's a chemical match, we are saying,
Hmm.
and then you just practice it. It's not difficult. Don't
Yeah.
make it like impossible or difficult. It's easy. It's You have to practice.
Hmm. Because
Mhm.
mostly doctors study in groups. So it would be better if you study with some
Yeah.
study partner.
For me, it's more effective. It's much more effective. It
Yeah.
it it prevents distractions.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm. So if a male doctor has family, then his wife will be working. She will be allowed to
I
work,
think
so
now
she
they
will
both
be
can work.
working. Yeah, both can
They both
work.
can work now. So rules are
Hmm.
have changed, and they both
Yeah.
can work.
Yeah.
So I think it would be much better. But
Hmm.
the male, or maybe the main applicant, the
Hmm.
principal applicant, either a male or a female, should work less number of hours, because they should use their time to learn language.
Yeah.
So
Although
they
they
decide.
are, yeah, although they are allowed to do full-time work, but it's our advice or your advice that they should work part-time.
I would say that when you get used to earn money from an
Hmm.
odd job, you
Yeah.
you lose your focus.
Yeah.
And then at the end, when you have only 6 months, then
Yeah.
you are pressurized because you do not have a residence permit. You have
Hmm.
only residence permit that is valid for 6 months.
Hmm.
That how you are going to pass the exam in 6 months,
Hmm.
and then you cannot learn language. You have
Hmm.
you have to learn from the start.
Hmm. So now we have discussed the all the options for doctor while learning language. They can do what type of job. I want to add one positive thing, that if a doctor comes here, especially a male doctor, if
Mm-hmm.
they do a forklifting job, a
Mm.
forklifting license, which is very easy and doable in 1 week only. You have to get admission and pay fee, and you will be learning forklifting driving. So it will give you a chance to become a forklifter in big warehouses.
Denmark, we used to raise a finger when we have to add something
Yeah, yeah,
in
please.
hospital too, right? But that is an important thing, a very important thing, that when you are coming from another country, you have to have a driving license.
Yeah.
You should have your driving license. It's very important, and then you can convert it to Danish driving license, and where you will get For 6 months periods like training period, you can
Hmm.
drive, but you
Drive.
have to get the license in Denmark. And
Hmm.
this is very important. You
Hmm.
should have your license from your country, and it's an
Yeah.
international driving license.
Yeah. So this is another job which is added in the list, that forklifting job and a driver job for
Yes.
taxi.
Not taxi driving. It requires
Then what?
Danish.
Then what driving he
It was
can do?
Bolt we are talking about, right?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Volt.
And it's also you
Yeah.
require if you
Volt
are
can be
doing it
done
on
in
your
the
hmm,
car, or like,
hmm,
or it can be done on the motorbike.
it can be. And it
Hmm.
can be also the newspaper job where
Yeah.
you are yeah divided or maybe
Distributor job.
distributing
Yes.
the newspapers in different areas.
Hmm.
So it is also, and it was the only option. It was the
Hmm.
only option for doctors before this rule was applied. They should
Okay.
not get work permit, but it was the only job they could get.
Okay. So this was the only job before this rule.
Before this rule changed, yes, because they used to be good at filling this schema, so that they should use. We have to apply for a work permit. We had to apply for a work permit, not longer, and then they used to be good at helping us. Okay, yeah, that's okay. But another option it was like you can do jobs with Happy Helper. Happy Helper is just like a group or a company that hire different people to do this cleaning job. And
Okay.
these are like cleaning at homes, clinic at hotels. It can be for short time. It can be for longer times. So if you are a good cleaner,
Hmm.
they will prefer you.
Okay. Females can do better.
But there are many males that also can do that. So that's
Yeah.
it's not about male or female.
Yeah. Okay. And there are companies like they hire you, and or you become attached with those companies, and they give you a weekly job. Like when someone is not on there, they can replace you
It's called
with them.
Vicar
Yeah.
in Denmark
Vicar.
that you are
Vicar.
talking about.
Yeah.
So Vicar jobs, yeah, you can find some jobs in different categories.
Hmm.
But I would say it's not easy because actually there are many English speaking people in Denmark.
Hmm.
And when they can see any job opportunity, so all would like to get it. Another thing, it was also it could be a possibility to get job in that is called to wash clothes in what we call laundry,
Okay.
that we call the vaskeri in Danish.
Hmm.
It's a laundry service, and then you can also get job there.
So these are the job we have discussed. How to get these job? The other main thing is that.
Okay, if we are going to discuss in detail, so it's about if it is we are talking about Volt. So you have to
Hmm.
just download an app. It's a Volt Partner app, and then you can just become a member. You have to
Hmm.
upload some documents.
Hmm.
It's not your property that they require.
Hmm.
Property document.
But you
You're
need a
very
vehicle.
formal.
You need a
Mm.
vehicle, and if you have a car, you need a license.
Yeah, but if you can also do it motorbike, you can also do with a cycle, you can also do without anything. So
Hmm.
it's not a requirement, but it's easy for you if you are living in a city that is not a Copenhagen. It's like city in periphery, so car will be better. But cars are not considered good for Volt jobs in Copenhagen.
Hmm.
There are
Because
problems
you
with the parking and all these
parking
problems.
issues. Yeah. And the second job we discussed, it's a warehouse job. How to
Yeah,
get
it's a
these job?
warehouse jobs. But when you are just, you have to just Google. You
Hmm.
can write jobs for English speakers in Denmark,
Okay. There are
and then the
no
list will come.
specific website.
No, there's no, that I named earlier, it was namely.com. It is
Okay.
a warehouse where you can get job.
Okay.
And you have to namely.com. We can also give a link in the description.
Hmm.
And you have to just see if they have. maybe they have vacancies, then you can get a job.
And also the big warehouses in the city where you are living, you can search and apply on their website.
Yes, and there are also actually now I can remember some things from my past 4 years.
Mhm.
There were also some people who are doing job with some just like Pakistani people also. It was in a takeaway
Okay.
where you can do dishwashing,
Hmm.
and it was also like there were some catering services too, and they used to offer some jobs like you can help them in catering,
Hmm.
in arranging different events.
Hmm. Hmm.
Mm.
So catering service job.
Yeah.
So all the jobs basically can be searched from the Google.
Yes, they can be searched from Google. So
Hmm.
you can just write.
And do you
So as I
agree
told
that
earlier.
from these website anyone
Mm.
can get jobs only
Mm.
through applying through this CV, sending CV and applying through uh, online?
Even if you can do dishwashing in the hotel, you can just go to the owner. You can ask directly if you need a worker. You should not wait for online maybe advertisement. I think you can just go to the employer or maybe
Hmm.
anyone in the cafe or restaurants.
Hmm.
So you can
Yeah,
also do
most
this.
of small cafes don't have like this big system for hiring. Yeah.
Yeah, but there are some. There are many
Hmm. There are many.
those who
Yeah.
hire. Mm.
Yeah.
So, but these
So
are odd jobs we are talking about.
yeah, these are all odd jobs, and we have talked about how to find them.
Mm.
Hmm.
That's right.
So this was my video all about the odd jobs. My suggestion for all of you is that you should apply in the vicar job as soon as you arrive in the Denmark. So when you are looking for the permanent job, at least you are earning something, because vicar jobs gives you weekly basis assignments or daily wages salary. So it could be one of the best thing you can do before getting the permanent job. I hope that I have covered all the available options. If I have missed any of it, then you can comment in the video below. I want you to tell me what kind of videos you want to watch in my channel for upcoming videos. Keep watching my channel and subscribe my channel, and share my videos to your all fellows coming to or planning to move to Denmark.